Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by Casks-n-Que, or Whiskey and Barbecue Meat. I'm your host, Justin Lloyd, and today we're going to review Widow Jane Lucky 13. Stick around. I've always been interested in trying Widow Jane Lucky 13. Of course, it's aged 13 years in American oak casks. Widow Jane's whiskeys are proofed with pure limestone mineral water, and that water comes from the Rosendale mines of New York, which is located just about 100 miles north of the distillery. So today we're going to be reviewing batch 30. That's had some mixed reviews, so let's see what we think. So Widow Jane claims to age these in small batches. Don't really know what small batch means. It can mean anything really. It's just a marketing term. Again, it is 13 years old, and what I'm excited about is it's non-chill filtered. All right, let's get down to business. Kind of a copper color, a little bit of gold, kind of a mix between the two, I'd say. See what kind of legs we have. Very nice. We've got some good legs on there, so let's give it a try. Let's go to the nose. Vanilla bean. There's like a tea flavor maybe. It's really pleasant. There's a lot of the caramel that kind of bounces around in there as well. The alcohol doesn't back you out of the glass at all. That's something that you would expect from a 93 proof whiskey. Let's go to the palate. You know, I gotta say, when I first bought this whiskey and sampled it a few times, I did not like it. It has sat on my shelf for, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. You know, a little more than halfway full. And this may be one of those cases where oxidation has helped. I think the nose has improved and the taste is a lot better than what it was. I'm getting some richness and some fruitiness, kind of like a toast with jam on it. There's still a little bit of a grain flavor, but not harsh, not bad. It's not like it's young. There's a citrus note in there somewhere. I don't know if it's like orange or something like that, but it's definitely a citrus note. I definitely pick up some of the tannins. It's got like a bit of a dryness to it, but it's still good. It's not off-putting at all. You get a lot of that oak, but not so much that it takes away from the overall flavor of the whiskey. I would say this has definitely improved since I've opened this bottle. Like I said earlier, I mentioned that batch 30 has had mixed reviews, and I can see why. At first, this bottle was very wound up and kind of tight. And it had some bitterness to it that I just couldn't really place. I couldn't put my finger on it. Kind of reminded me of licorice a little bit, and I hate licorice. But that's gone away. It's been replaced by like a sweetness and maybe some pipe tobacco. I'm just really impressed with this. I'm gonna, reach for it a few more times and not gonna let it sit there much longer. So we need to go ahead and give this a rating. We had changed our rating scale 1 through 10. Oh, isn't that right, Al? That's right, he's here in spirit. We changed our rating scale 1 through 10. And when we do our reviews, we take into consideration the availability of the whiskey, the price, the value, and the taste. Widow Jane 13, they do release in small batches, but when they do, they're all over the place. I don't think that there's a liquor store in my market that didn't carry this one. So as far as the value on this one, it's okay. I paid about 105 bucks for it. I think you can buy other bourbons, that are gonna be in the $70 range that probably beat this one easily. I mean, I could go through and name several of them, but if you're here, you probably know that already. And as far as the taste on this thing, I mean, it's really good. In my opinion, I think it needs a little bit of time. I think once you open the bottle, maybe give yourself the neck pour, get through that, and another pour or two, and put it up for a while. I think the oxidation helps. I don't know the science behind that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that when I was drinking this bottle, when I first got it, I just did not like it. I was a little disappointed that I spent the money on it. But that's part of the bourbon journey. You live and you learn. I've gotten to where I like this bottle now, and I mean, would I recommend it for the price point? It's a toss-up, 50-50. But let's go ahead and get to the rating. I'm gonna give this one a 7. I think the one thing that really drags this one down is the price point. I think there's better whiskeys to be had. You know, I know this is aged 13 years and it's not non-chill filtered, but there are still other options out there that are gonna be able to beat Widow Jane Lucky 13. In particular, this batch 30. So that wraps us up. If you like this content, then please feel free to like, subscribe, and smash that bell. It helps us out tremendously, and we certainly appreciate it. We'll see you next time.